Hello everyone, welcome back to the Seven Oaks Open presented by First Class Renovations. We are back here at the beautiful Seven Oaks Gold Layout. Ace Run Productions proudly bringing you this content once again. I'm Felix.
And I am Conrad.
Conrad, we're back for the final round here. This is a one-day, two-round event. What can we expect to be the keys to victory here on this back nine?
Well, we've seen the beauty in Seven Oaks. We've seen a little bit of the beast. Let's see what Disney movie comes up next for round two. We have Logan Bowers shooting a hot, clean round with 6 down for the front. Top of the card. Aiden Scott, again, not new to our coverage. We've seen him. He's a little taller this time, but he's coming in at 1 under. James Snappy Cole, he's at 1 under as well, trying to defend his inaugural championship from this event. And newcomer to our coverage, Alex Ferguson, playing with Team Dynamic Disc.
What's up, guys? This is Dr. John, TD of the Seven Oaks Open. This is year 2 of this event, featuring this new gold layout at the beloved Seven Oaks course in Nashville, Tennessee. Here we have a downhill par 3 to start our day. You must cross the road to be in bounds. There's also that OB marsh. I'll be doing the whole previews with you guys to tell you a little bit about the course. Hope you enjoy the coverage.
Teeing off first, this is the lead card, round 2. At 6 down, Logan Bowers.
Good start. Keep rolling, buddy.
As you said, Logan with a clean first round coming in at 6 under. Aiden 4 strokes off the pace right behind him.
Well, we pushed that one a little to the right, but it's coming back. That's a different line he took the first round. But it's safe, so he'll have a look.
Second place, sitting at 2 down, Aiden Scott.
Yeah, these guys are coming into some soggy conditions. We did have some rain during round 1. It stopped, thankfully, for round 2, but a lot of these temporary holes here on the back are all natural pads, which can definitely become a factor.
Ooh, that looks like it may. No, it stayed safe. With that angle, you have an option of going OB twice.
Yeah, Aiden nearly pushed out of bounds. The first round, he really got a hold of one.
Snappy also taking a different line than he took the first round. And that just stayed short of the marsh.
Race, sitting at even par. Give it up for Alex Ferguson.
And young Alex Ferguson here, he's either 16 or 17, very young, sponsored by DD, but you're going to see he has just an effortless, powerful swing. Very quick through the zone.
Oh, yeah. That's looking great. Wow, he went past the basket?
Yeah, he's gone a little deep on the hillside. He'll have a downhill comeback.
Oh, wow.
Snappy first to draw here. With a little bit of a long uphill bid, but you can give it a run because of that backstop.
Yeah.
And it's like watching a unicorn seeing Logan Bowers actually lay up.
That was a layup. Wow. Well, I guess when he has that Halo polecat, that wasn't a layup. He doesn't want the polecat to get, beaten up by the chain. So,
Makes
it's always
sense.
wants to land softly on the ground.
Retain that resale value.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good run. Just a little low.
Those downhill putts are always hard to gauge the right height.
And if you played the first round on these baskets, you know that, these baskets are a little touchy. So that plays a part into your putting style when you come in after witnessing or even experiencing some of those bad reactions.
Yes.
Luckily, we did not see any of those here on hole 1.
Don't put it out there yet.
Okay, yeah.
Y'all want to have a Halo Polecat challenge?
One left here. There you go. Cleaning up the par. So par is all around to start the second round.
Not bad. Again, hole 1 doesn't feel like it's a must get, so.
Thank you so much to Felix and Conrad and Ace Run Productions for making this coverage possible. This is hole 2, par 5, 1,055 feet. Out of bounds left on the first half of the hole, and then a mandatory right of the tree we just flew by. With about 400 feet to go, we make a dogleg back to the right to get to this accessible but technical green. This coming in as the third hardest hole, averaging about 5.8.
Logan opting for the forehand again as he did during round 1, but this time he has put some left-hand movement on it.
Get through. Oh, wow. Okay, it got through, literally through. It went through the V in the tree.
Did. He's on the other side on a little bit more of a flat ground this time for his second shot.
Yep. Hayden looks like he's aiming high. Okay. He's going with the roller. Oh, that looked like that turned over going down the hill. And yeah. Not in a bad spot. He's going to have a little ceiling to work with from being behind the trees, but it's a par 5. He still has room to recover.
This is the same disc that Snappy was rolling during
that's
round
more
1.
the angle you want to land it on.
Yeah.
Let's see where it ends up.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
Right there,
yeah.
right in the middle.
That, I will call it a sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. You're going to see the forehand here from Alex, and again.
That was just a flick, right? Not a real forehand, just a little flick. Oh my goodness!
He is past that ditch area, the catch-all.
But he just flicked it. He didn't forearm it.
I think that was his rive.
He got a little bit of bad luck landing on a railroad tie, but
I just was gonna come up way short of it.
Obligatory good stop there for Aiden as his footwork was going to possibly cause him the foot fault. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no, yeah, no. Oh, and it's going. That's hazard area back there, right?
It is, unless it curls back.
Oh man,
he has gone into the hazard, unfortunately.
So the second roller was not intentional, I'm assuming.
No, so he's over there by hole 10.
Yeah. Ooh, that's low. Yeah. I almost crested the top of the hill, but just a little bit low. I know what angle he was trying to get it on. Now this is just some funky footwork here. I heard the squeak.
Yeah, you don't want to turn your ankle either trying to step into your lie there against that railroad tie.
Yeah. Why they didn't have everyone just move it? It's moving.
Dead not attached?
Yeah.
It's part of the course.
Oh, true. Okay.
Snappy here with the best position off the tee. And he's throwing a straight, looks to be like a T-bird-ish type disc.
Yeah, just straight position play. He's going to have a straight look into the gap for the basket. He's going to get some skip. A little skip, a little roll. Okay, that gives him a look.
No, you know he'll be running it.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen him run just about everything.
I think he just pulls out the polecat just for conversation. Just to... He's trying to get...
Oh.
Ooh. I heard it. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he did fight through. I heard the knock. I guess he just knocked it up a little bit. Took some steam off of it, but he still is in play. That looked more forceful than his drive. And he just scoots up to where he'll have a look.
Probably just outside the circle there.
And this man looks like he's playing to a game plan. I mean, that's the look you want going into that gap.
So he's got another fantastic birdie look. He did birdie this hole during round 1, as Dr. John told us, is playing nearly a stroke above par, and that's a good second kick.
Yeah. Oh, this looks a little bit more complicated than I thought.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a little bit more open. Touching the pole.
Had the line, that's for sure. Ooh.
Stables out at the end there. It did catch towards the backside there. There is a little bit of a roll away on that green, but
yeah,
he's maybe about 25 out.
Okay.
Touch slow there. First real putt of the day there for Alex.
Well, on camera. I mean, he did play this course.
Right. Good eye. Would have used the eye. And speaking of good,
Look at
birdie,
that bird.
birdie on this for Snappy Cole. Excellent.
Aiden with the comeback.
Fortunate double there with the hazard stroke.
Tap in par for Logan. And for Alex.
He stole his disc. Oh, there you go. So Aiden dropping down there into a tie with Alex, and Snappy moving on up to second place currently.
Also making this coverage possible, Donnie Wicks and his company First Class Renovations. Thank you, DJ, for your contributions to this tournament. This is hole 3, par 3, uphill in the woods. No out of bounds on here, but a nice little technical shot as we start our journey in the woods. This coming in as the third easiest hole on the layout.
All right, just like every right-hand, backhand player should do, is stepping up for a easy backhand. Ooh, that went a little too straight. Oh, got a kiss and a kick. That's a lot of action going on there. But not Logan Bowers.
No, he's got that Valkyrie in the hand again.
And he just walked off. He just walks off.
That's why.
This isn't no forehand hole. This is...
He's proven you wrong two times now.
I
First
know.
round and now again. See, that's why you don't throw the backhand, because that can happen right there.
Okay.
Just a little wide there for Alex. And that flipped up a little bit earlier than I think he was anticipating. You do want to get some flip coming up this hill here.
Yeah.
But a little bit later in the flight is ideal.
So you need a disc that does what Logan's does, but on backhand. I don't think they make that.
Well, I throw a Valkyrie on this hole also, but I throw it on the backhand because it's beat up. And
but it doesn't do what his does.
No, not at all.
Alex getting caught up in the trees. Still. Snappy making his way up there.
Beautiful approach.
All right, he executes this time without any obstructions and gets it into the circle for easy finish off.
You can see here some of the footing issues that Aiden's dealing with. Not to mention he's become part of that little tree there.
Yeah. He's a part of the scenery now. He finds a line and he gets out as well.
Throwing up that distortion and putting him inside the circle there.
So we have basically 4 tap-ins for different scores. That right there is for par. Huh. Bag on, one shoulder off. Okay. All right, I see snapping. He's getting into par as well.
Logan will have to wait for everybody to finish disc golfing so that he can disc golf.
That's how you ice him. Mm-hmm. He iced himself.
Nah, he is good.
Nice bird.
Stool in hand, bag on the back, casual, walk away. Beautifully executed there, getting the birdie to gain another stroke on the field.
Hole 4, par 3, 357 feet going down the hill. As you can see, these hole previews were taken in beautiful weather, but during the tournament we had a little bit of rain, so the scoring averages may reflect that. This coming in as the 8th hardest hole at 3.3. You can access this with either a forehand or a really touchy backhand turnover shot.
Logan taking the forehand option. Oh, but he hits the tree and gets knocked down early.
That's twice now. He's put a good line on it, but just this is a very technical shot, as you can see here.
I like it. Should be right side. Party hard, baby.
Floaty shot.
Wow. Yeah, that's the shot that you want.
Making the adjustment from the first round where he faded out a little early. This time he puts the right angle and it just drifts beautifully to the right the whole time.
Ooh, and it keeps going. So he didn't quite make it over to the other fairway, but he is in the middle of trouble. And that looks early.
Yeah, it was a stable disc, whatever it was.
I tried to help him.
Trying to help out his fellow Innova team member. Very nicely done again with that harp there for Alex.
And he's good with those little touch forehands.
Mm-hmm. There's a bit of a gap here he can hit.
Yeah.
Which would filter him back towards the basket there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So now he's left with this look here for the par.
That does, the foliage in front of you can get you in so many different ways. Ooh, he gave that a bid. That was close.
Snappy with a birdie look here. Able to put it away, capitalizing on that nice drive.
And the assist from Logan.
Mm-hmm. The crowd loves it. It's nice to see these guys having fun out here. This was definitely a fun event.
Were we supposed to put in sound effects? I didn't get that part of the Okay, just making sure.
We try to keep it real here. We don't do many unsanctioned events, but there's definitely a different vibe on the card for these types of events. There's still that competition there, but there's a lot of fun involved as well.
Yeah.
Hole 5, or as the locals know it, Inner 1. This is a par 3, 262 feet, straight down the tunnel. This is usually one of the harder holes on the normal layout, but it's on the gold layout because it converts to a must-get. Super punishing if you miss the gap, but a really nice, rewarding birdie if you can get it inside the circle.
Yeah, this hole is one that's just begging for an ace run. Ooh. But you got to get it through the tunnel first. Ooh, that second kick kind of stopped from some of that forward momentum, but you still have a putt there.
Cool.
Yeah, he threw that same disc the first round. I think he's actually a little bit closer despite the kick this round than he was the first round.
Move it up. Move it up.
It looks like a good line. Oh, a little kiss off to the side, but still leaves him side the circle for a putt. I think I was saying this on the first round. There's this one tree that's like blocking the ace line from that.
Unless you go around it on the other side?
I guess. Well, that's not the ace line.
Yeah,
that's the ace line.
Yeah, I see that little bendy one on the right hand
side. It's like it's bending right where it needs to go.
Mm-hmm. Snappy with a touchy little forehand up from the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful putt there. Nicely executed hole for yet another birdie on this hole for Logan Bowers.
Oh, a little high on this basket, and it does not accept.
That's usually a Prodigy T1 miss,
Yeah.
that high right side. You don't expect that so much from these.
Snappy says he sees these baskets long enough that he knows where to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, a little CTP action here for Aiden Scott.
Stick it in the rocks. Stick it in the rocks. There you go.
Casual birdie.
That's good. You always hate getting that CTP and then walking away with a par. That's one of the worst feelings.
Jeez, yeah.
So 2 birdies, 2 pars on this must-get hole.
Hole 6, par 3, 309 feet. A very tight and windy fairway. Difficult pin to access, and as the last hole, very punishing if you hit early and kick off into the woods. This hole coming in as the second hardest on the layout at 3.9, really illustrating how difficult a par 3 under 320 feet can play.
Yeah, I don't know if I said it before. I'll say it again. I want to see someone get a 2 on this hole twice. Once I can see it, but it involves luck. 2 means that it was planned, but...
So 2 twos?
That's what I want to see.
The play is obviously a stable cut forehand roller.
Okay.
I don't know what the play is here. I never sniffed to look at a 2 on this. I played it for a 3, which most people will do on this hole.
Yes, yeah.
Such a particular shot.
If it's your first time walking up to this hole, you walk up and you see the plethora of trees, and you're like, there is no fairway.
Yeah.
Really, there is none, but there's a path to walk through the... Oh, no. There's a path that walks through the woods, but there's, like, no defined fairway, if you ask me. That was a nice ace of this that he threw there. Is that his...
That's his orbit felon, yep.
Yeah.
Making a good recovery there, giving himself at least a look for the 3.
Yeah.
Snappy looking for another touchy forehand upshot here.
Ooh. That's nice.
Hey, look at Touchy Cole go. Very nice. Man.
See, that could have been a 2. That could have been a 2.
Could have been.
But he couldn't do it twice.
No.
Ooh, now this is tough.
He was giving it a bid at that height.
Yeah. And honestly, I wasn't paying any attention to the tree he hit until he hit it. I was paying attention to everything else.
All these guys with very proficient, soft, touchy upshots on that forehand side.
Yeah.
It's a part of the game now that you see at these high levels. Oh, get it in.
Ooh. Off the top. At least that was a friendly off the top.
Yeah. Dropping in the bogey putt there. Not an uncommon score, I'm sure, on this hole. Fantastic par save there for Snappy.
Yeah, she's flying nice, actually.
Might have been nice. I thought I'd outdo that sunroof, yeah, that's weird.
So a couple of pars, a couple of bogeys here to wrap up hole 6 as we move on to a much more gettable hole 7.
Yes. It's kind of what you expect to see on hole 6.
Hole 7, aka Inner 3 or Pappy. This is a shorty and a must get on this layout. Still a tight tunnel, but accessible for sure. This was a 2 rounds in 1 day shotgun start unsanctioned tournament. I mentioned that because shout out to my friend Austin Meador, who started his tournament with an ace on this hole. Congrats, Austin.
So if you start your tournament with an ace, do you just you don't care about the rest of it because you accomplish your highlight already?
Pretty much. You're done for the day. Especially if you sign up for the ace spot.
Oh yeah. Aiden hit an early tree there. A little too tight.
Snappy with the ABR. Beautiful line there, filtering towards the pin. This again is a backhand hole. Unless you're Logan Bowers. Oh, a little early.
Yep, a little early.
And this is a Kristen Tatar Pure.
Oh, that looks nice.
And he pures in line.
Although I am a little bit biased for pures, but I mean, they do no wrong. PX3 in hand?
Mm-hmm.
Please turn. Please.
And he was...
That's a beat-in one, because normally they're
Yeah.
quite a bit more stable.
Almost like he was giving it a bid, not just trying to get an upshot. He was definitely giving it a bid, and ooh.
That went a little further, I think, than he wanted.
Yeah, you would think that the big tree right there would help as a backstop, but they just missed that and kept going.
That's such a difficult shot, at least for me, that Anheuser, long, jumpy approach.
I love it. It's fun.
I throw it into the nearest tree on my right every time. Fantastic comeback, yeah.
That Blue Jay's going nuts, dude.
Not his koozie.
Nope.
They ain't trying to save this. Is this his bogey or is this a par?
Oh my.
Well.
Oh my. That was for par. And that's 7, 8, something like that we've seen. Spit outs or splash outs on these baskets over the 2 rounds. That's a tough one. You did just about everything right there.
Yeah. So sometimes you're not playing just against the course, but also against the basket, it appears.
Yeah.
As our friend Mickey would say, it put up a rigorous
defense. Yeah. All right, snappy hold and serve here. 4 off the lead.
Hole 8, par 4, 440 feet. This is the debut of a brand new long pin on this hole, lengthened by about 40 or 50 feet. We go up the hill after an initial tunnel, and once we get to the top of the hill, just a little further to go before we get this well-protected green that my friend and co-tournament director Michael McDaniel put into a stump.
It got cut down to somewhat of his prime, but it's still okay. Still within 200 of the pin.
Yeah, he can manage from there. I gotta say, I'm a fan of this hole. And the more I played it and the more we filmed it, it just kind of grew on me. It forces you to throw out a good first shot, and then your second shot also demands accuracy, not just getting there, but the speed control coming in on the end is also a factor.
Mm-hmm. That's a little right of the ideal gap, and he's still up there. He'll still have a play.
Yeah, Logan in round 1 put it just dead smack in the center and had a jump putt approach on his second shot.
Talk about hugging the left side. If it wasn't for the railroad ties, he'd be up another 30, 40 feet.
Yeah, he's just maybe 180 or so left.
Snappy having to try to eye a line through the limbs. And Alani found. Okay.
Very nicely done.
Yeah.
There are trees everywhere on this hole. And Alex with a very nice touchy harp approach there on the forehand side. He's gonna have that left for a birdie.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some heat.
It's gonna have enough to come back. Yes,
Oh,
it does.
look at that. Logan using our cameraman as an aiming point there.
Doing some skateboard tricks off the logs.
Snappy. Alright, no harm there. He'll take the par. Alex with this for his birdie.
Ooh, that was scary.
Bounces it on in.
He was trying to do a skateboard trick off the front of the rim. That's where you don't want to do tricks from. Easy peasy birdie.
Birdie on this hole for Logan again. Very impressive.
And yet another birdie.
Mm-hmm.
Spit out. I'm still reminiscing from last hole.
It's the stuff of nightmares, those spit outs.
3 birds isn't something I would think you would see very often on this hole, but we just witnessed that.
It's a lead card for a reason.
Hole 9, par 3, 291 feet. Downhill and sharply to the right. One of the more uniquely shaped holes you're ever going to see. We're flying past the perfect tree right now. All discs seem to hit it. This hole coming in as the easiest hole in the layout, right at 3.0. That title claimed by the previous hole last year before we lengthened it.
So this hole is a very fun hole to play because you're just playing for a shot that fades to where you can't see it. Well, I should say turns. Oh, that puts him outside the circle but gives him a look. As long as you miss that one tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's missed it. Now he's just gliding toward the basket. Oh, but he hits a late tree.
If you heard those chains going off from our perspective on the tee, we thought he had aced because he threw it. It looked like it was on the perfect line, and then we heard the chains. So I'm radioing our buddy Lance, who was doing catch for us this weekend over at Real Discgod, to see if it was an ace. He's like, no, he clipped a late tree.
Come on.
Oh,
Go,
what
ball,
a
go,
kick.
ball, go.
He was aiming at the tree that you want to miss. He missed it, but then hit another one that just gave him a soft bunt toward the basket.
A couple of long bids here for these guys. Alex will be up first to act.
Ooh,
A little bit
just
low.
Logan didn't like it out of his hand.
Little left. Little right.
Little right. Okay.
So
Ooh.
next will be little middle.
Or a little high.
Or a little high. Oh man. Yeah,
Look, the
low,
first one was
left,
low,
right.
left, right. We
Yeah.
putting in country codes over here.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's a whole generation that won't get that.
Probably, definitely so.
Like what? Game Shark? Is that what you meant to say?
People won't even know what Game Shark is now. Good par cleanup there for Logan and Alex. Fortunate bogey there for Snappy. And Aiden as well.
So on a fun hole that can ring up twos, it definitely brought the heat with some pars and bogeys.
That brings us to the end of the front half here of this final round from the Seven Oaks Open. We hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful Seven Oaks gold layout. Again, a big thank you for checking it out. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more disc golf content coming your way. We will have the back nine headed your way shortly here on Ace Run Productions.
And if you're watching the video right now, go ahead and think about being a Patreon supporter. It helps us bring you coverage like this.